Welcome back to Risk of Rain. We've been having terrible luck trying to get a win with Huntress. I think Huntress just has bad attack power. It's hard to clear out the enemies fast. Plus, we've been kind of getting terrible level setups. So, we're just going to move on, try to win with a different character instead, see if we got better luck with someone else. I guess the only other character there is before we start cycling around to old characters we've already played is the Chef. Chef's basic attack is to throw cleavers that both do damage towards and they boomerang backwards, possibly hitting the enemies again. He has a Sear ability, which covers enemies in some sort of cooking based or something. Oh no, that's the glaze, sorry. Sear is actually cooking them, pouring fire onto them, cooking them all, knocking them away, doing a lot of damage. And it has this, his ultimate ability, called the second helping down there, is actually just gives you a boost to whatever ability you use next. And we'll see what kind of boosts there are in that. And let's get on. I find Chef usually a pretty easy character to work with, just because of the boomeranging. Knives gets a lot of... Not only does it affect all enemies in range, it actually hits most of them twice. So, but like we have been saying for the past couple times, ignore all those enemies at first and get up to the teleporter. It's up here. There are a lot of chests over here. I think just by the sheer mass, teleporter is not here. I think just the sheer mass of items here, we may have to come back anyway. There's so many items there. It's like 5 tier 1 chests, even though they're only tier 1s. Like, still getting that many items is usually worth it, even if they're all basic items. Let's just find this teleporter. Of course, they couldn't put the teleporter anywhere near where we are, or where the huge massive chests are. It's actually no, there's a decent amount of chests here as well. Alright, let's use this up. Yeah, so that upgrade ability, it sends out cleavers in a whole radius around you. Let's see, the cook and the baste and sear, or whatever it was called, the glaze and sear. Let's do that again. Cooking is fun. Welcome back to cooking with the robotic chef. Today we're going to be making sand crabs. Yeah, it's like Chef is so good at handling these big groups of enemies because his attacks hit all enemies in the path. Not just once, but twice. Or you can do like huge damage by glazing them all and searing them all. Yeah, and I guess we never really said, the glaze just makes the sear attack do more. That's why you usually see me glaze enemies before I do a sear attack. What's down here? Regeneration. This is... I feel like this is already going way better than any of our Huntress runs ever did. Yeah. Alright, so we're gonna try to slowly make our way around to where we know all those other chests are, and we already have enough money to buy 4 of the 5 at least. We can probably get more from the last few enemies to buy the rest of them as well. Yeah. It'll be close. It depends on how many more... Oh no, never mind. We got all the money. Yeah, we used that pretty craftily to jump that gap there, even though we could have just used the rope right in the middle there. So we're gonna get the rest of these items. Not a big fan of that. That's never really a use item I'll actually take very often. It's usually just when there's no other use item to be found anywhere, such as right now. Monster Tooth, that'll be good. And a Hop Feather, nice. Alright, we're getting decent items. None of them is like a game-breaking item, but none of them are like terrible and useless, except for maybe the use item, which we just replaced with something better, so... Alright, we're in good shape here. We're on a decent pace despite going all the way back to the other side of the level to get all those items, so... We're looking pretty good here. At least so far. We'll see how the next level goes. We've seen a number of times you can have a good place on the first level and lose it very quickly in the second level if the second level does not go very well. So we'll just try to have this go as smoothly as possible. There is a tier 1 chest there, but no teleporter to speak of. Is the teleporter down here? No, it is not. Alright. Let's jump over this really quick just to see if the teleporter's down here. It is not, but we do have a missile drone, which missile drones I like to pick up with any character just because missile drones usually hover like above you, so very few enemies will ever hit your missile drones. So they're very good at staying alive, unlike some other drones. So we find the teleporter here finally. There are some shops. And that missile drone, there's a tier 1 chest upstairs there with the boss. Let's go handle that boss. A good way to deal with bosses quickly as a chef is to supercharge your normal attack, get right in the middle of them so they all come back to hit the boss. I guess maybe that works better in just like normal enemy groups than it does against bosses, but it's still pretty good. I did not sear before I did not glaze them before I seared. I just cooked them raw. What am I don't know what the hell I'm saying anymore. What the hell am I talking about? Do I even know what I'm saying? Oh god. That is not good. Oof, I was not careful there at all. Okay, let's drop down somewhere where we can just focus on getting our health back. Right next to a parent is not ideal when we're talking about a place where I can get my health back. Oh, this is looking fun. Alright, let's actually, let's wait for those, we'll wait for a few more enemies so we can buy both that missile drone and one of the items on there. We're probably going to take the soldier syringe. It's a very good item, especially for the chef, who has really good attacks, so firing off more of them per second is always a good thing. Alright, so let's get the soldier syringe and the missile drone. Alright, now we can head back up and deal with that boss. We'll still be able to finish off those enemies on a good pace, hopefully. Hopefully this won't take us too long to do cleanup here. And we've got more than enough money to get all these chests, so that's not a problem either. In fact, let's see what's in this one. Life savings. Like, it slowly gets us more money, but like the pace at which it gets more money is almost completely negligible sometimes. So we'll grab the lens maker glasses for a crit chance. This crit chance is always nice. And we'll head to the next level. We're on a good pace. I think we actually ended up on a better pace than we entered that level at. Are we getting Broken Bridge or not Broken Bridge? We got Broken Bridge. I think we started far enough from the top. I'm not going to like jump down that way, or else I may completely miss the teleporter. with all the elites up here. Jeez. Alright, now we'll start jumping down a little more rapidly. There's that tier 2 chest there. Probably just gonna have to pass that up in the end. There's some tier 1 there as well. A lot of good stuff down there. Kind of a lot of good stuff on that side that we're not gonna... we're probably not gonna want to spend the time to go back to get. So let's check inside here and then go upstairs. If it's not, this is right here. Well, most of that stuff was towards the bottom, so maybe we still can go get some of those items. I need to get the hell. Wow! Jesus. I need to, oh man, I just completely underestimated how much damage they were gonna do. Oh man. It's not going well at all. We'll give that another shot. Man, I thought we finally had things figured out, but now we're running into other problems. Either bad luck or just getting too reckless. That was definitely a case of the latter. The tier 2 chest that we won't be able to get right now. If the teleporter's nearby, maybe we come back for it. Or, never mind. Probably only come back for that one. Get a crowbar here. That'll be pretty decent. A lot of chests over here. I really hope the teleporter is nearby, otherwise we may have to pass up some of this. God, I hate this level. It's just a guessing game of like, hey, which of these places has the thing you're looking for? Guessed wrong? Great, well now you gotta spend 3 minutes in this freaking level before you even activated the teleporter. I'm getting frustrated by the recent losses, if you can't tell. I feel like my tone has become much more just like pessimistic and just let's just get a good win under our belt and change that. So of course it's up top, as far away from possible from where we spawned. There's so many item chests around here. We're definitely not going to be able to afford them all. I think I can say confidently at this point. No way we can buy all of those chests. Maybe that's actually a good thing, because it just like forces us to control how much we go back for. Just because we know we're not going to be able to afford it all. Yeah, of course, teleporter is all the way over here and we don't even get to it. Searching for it as actively as possible, we don't even get to the teleporter until freaking 2 minutes in. That's how this game can be really frustrating sometimes. Alright, we already got him dead. Let's start making our progress backtracking so that we can get to all those items we saw earlier a little bit sooner, just so we don't waste as much time going back to get them. Chef is really good at getting these guys down quick. I feel like that Imp Shrine's not in a very good location. I'm not going to mess with that. Well, it'll keep us alive occasionally when we get into bad situations, but much better items I usually like instead of that. If I have a gripe with an item, it's usually just it's not necessarily that it's a God, can I speak? It's not necessarily that it's a strictly speaking bad object. It's just that there are so many things I would prefer over that. It's usually like when I'm annoyed at getting an item, it's just like, really? That's what I get? Not one of these other way cooler items that would help us a lot more. Okay, so we are gonna come back for this tier 2 that was up here. And I think we're just gonna... Oh god, we're already doomed to have this take forever. Fuck it. I'm gonna get all the items down in that alcove. We're probably screwed anyway. Because this level forced us to take a long ass time. There was not much we could really do about it. I'm gonna take the squibs. I still feel stupid every time I say that. Ooh, that's a game changer. That could save this whole run for us. So not only is the Mark II missile launcher, not only it like activates more often and shoots more missiles than it shoots like 3 at a time and activates more often. So that literally could be what saves our run here. I think we will... I guess we'll try the Imp Shrine once, but I'm counting on being forced to jump down to try to get to it. Yeah, we're gonna be forced to jump down. So I'm not gonna go back up there to try it again, but I do like that item I got from it. Yeah, 6 minutes, and that was like only about a minute slower than the fastest possible we could have done it, so that's just terrible. But the missile launcher Mark II is gonna help us a lot. Okay, we found the teleporter fast this time. That should also help quite a bit. Squibs, go! Wow, he died fast because of the squibs. So, that worked out very well. I think the missiles still don't activate as often as would be amazing, but it's like often enough that we will notice a significant difference in how easy some of these fights we get into will be. Okay, that'll help. Very nice. So this is an item we lost earlier. Oh shoot. When we get hit at low health, it drops a poison trap that if an enemy walks over, they'll start taking poison damage for. It sounds better than it really is, generally. Okay. Ooh, I need better healing items. Is what I need right now. Oh, I guess this should help us with the healing department. That didn't work too well. Clean up here, and I'm gonna explore just a little bit this way to see what items we can get. There's shrine. I imagine that's where it's mostly gonna go to. played 3 times and got nothing. I'll check just this little bit more. Nope, nothing. Alright, well, we stocked up some crit chance, so I guess that's good, but lack of items here. At least the items we did get were pretty good items to have, but I feel like could have done a lot better on this level, but I will not complain because we got back onto a decent pace despite starting on a terrible pace. So I will not complain about that level. Could have been better, but it could have been a lot worse. Let's see, anything up here? There's a lot of good item getting up on the top, so I may have to come back to the top depending on how other things go. Send the whips out just to try to kill and or just damage some of those enemies. We already got that artifact, so we don't need to worry about that anymore. Where is the teleporter here? Where is it? I should have gone down the other side then. Oh, never mind. I guess it's about right in between. I'm gonna like stay mostly to this side just because we were planning to come back upstairs anyway. Getting missile activations while we were like right in the middle of the boss, so it just like went straight onto them. Yeah, I love doing that on huge groups of enemies, although be careful about that sand crab there. Alright, this is pretty nice and dandy. Just be a little careful here. More careful than we were last time. Okay, be careful. Don't get too ahead of yourself, Matt. I think we'll leave that shrine for last just because there are these guaranteed tier 2 items back upstairs. Plus, like, if we're gonna be risking the crit chance we've gained up, we might as well, like, do that last. Alright, yeah, those missile activations are helping us quite a bit. That guy got knocked up from one of my other attacks, or got knocked up from the Will-o'-the-Wisp and actually flew right under it when I was trying to do the glaze. Where was that tier 2? So it's right here. There are no enemies spawning up here with me, finally, jeez. Like, where the party at? Stick with the guaranteed items. I guess we'll play it once. Alright. I think we'll just stick with the 4 chance there. We're not going to risk it again on a shrine. I'm going to stick with that 4 chance. Ooh, okay. I actually do want to take Shattered Mirror instead because there is an achievement we get for getting a certain number of cleavers on screen at once, and that's easiest to... I think it maybe is like only possible to do by doing this. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's an achievement that's like only possible if you do it like that. Okay, we did get that roulette up there, so... Somehow we recovered from a terrible first level pace, so... lesson learned. The first level is not always characteristic of the run, because based on the first level we would have thought this was going to end horribly. We're actually not doing too bad here, and this could be a winning run here. there was also like the previous run we did where we died. We started off really well, and then I got careless and we died. Oh, I should be getting to the teleport and not messing around with this. Okay, there was no lava down there. I guess that's good. Okay, this is artifact level, but we don't have the jump items that would make that one right below us easier. It's mostly that one right below us that makes that difficult, getting this artifact difficult. So I usually don't even try unless I get a bunch of this. I'm really mad that this is right here because I was thinking in my mind I should check that place first, but then I didn't, and I'm just sitting here wishing that I had. Chef actually has a much easier time than most characters do dealing with the cremators, because one of the reasons cremator is hard to kill is because of that protective shell he has, but Chef's Cleaver's can go through that protective shell and hit him anyway. Plus, it's hitting twice, as always. Ooh, okay, I'm getting careless with health again, Take it easy. Get your health back before you get too crazy here. Alright, looks like we got this mostly under control. There weren't too many items, I don't think, lying around. I think most of them were from shrines anyway, so I think we're just gonna... I mean, I feel like we've got a good item setup anyway. Plus, Chef is kind of easy to work with, so I think we're just gonna... Well, actually, no, there was that tier 2 chest right above us, let's not forget that, but I think everything else, like, we can more or less just ignore for now. I'm getting out of the way of that bison, because he's gonna wreck us really fast if we're not careful. We'll go up and grab this tier 2 before we forget. Oh yeah, and there are a few guys up here, anyway. Confusion. Yeah, getting it this late is always like, I wish you could have had that earlier, but I think it's still early enough that it could provide quite a difference in terms of like when we're ready to fight the final boss. Alright. I'll check around. I don't know if I remember if there was some other tier 2 chests. No, never mind. I'll just end it here. Let's just go straight ahead. So items, we didn't get very many items. The items we did get were pretty decent. And finishing fast, getting to this level. We're about 3 minutes ahead of pace here, so it's really good here. I'm still going to stick with the Summer Ring for now. Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff in that tower though, so if it's in the cards, we can go back and try to get some of that stuff. Ooh, I gotta play it this time. Yeah, I had to. I couldn't stop myself. Couldn't resist. I'm actually going to let myself get back up on health a little bit and actually play it one more time. Well, if I can. No, too many enemies. I think healing back up is gonna prove to be a little more difficult than I would like. So I think we're just gonna have to pass up on that. I do like the 2 items we got from that though. Although it reset our crit chance, but we got this one to play. And we got monster teeth. It's gonna help, although I don't have many healing items, so maybe sending myself that low health was a big mistake. Oh god, so many health shrines, but I don't have good healing items to be able to use them. Are you kidding me? The teleporter was up here. God damn it. Oh my god. No, archer bugs, get the hell out of here. Nobody even likes you anyway. I need those monster teeth are like the only good healing items I have right now. Kinda shit out a lot in the healing department here. If I can't kill enemies. Luckily, we've gotten here fast enough that the enemies are still weak enough that I can kill enough of them just to heal back up whenever I need it. Alright, we spawned an item from the 56-leaf clover, so that's going well. Just gotta kind of keep these enemies under control, although I think it's almost a given that we're gonna go back to the tower for the items after all these enemies are dead. Okay, be careful here. Oh shit! Oh, holy fuck! We had so little health there. We still do. Oh my! No! 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 Do not do this to me! Do not do this to me right now! Come on! Okay! Okay! Oh god! No! Why am I going back this early? Okay. I'm about to kill myself by getting too reckless again. Let's go back for those items now. Just get away from these enemies. Let myself heal back up. Oh. Alright. I think it's very obvious I'm getting flustered by losing too much, and I'm just wanna, you know, like it's all about having fun. But I think some element of having fun is just knowing that you did a good job. I feel like if you're just constantly terrible, it's harder to have fun doing something. You certainly still can, but you know, like. It's kind of hard to have fun if you're just like constantly stuck, not able to do anything. So just like, I'm just getting flustered, like hoping I'm not getting into get back into those old habits that we started with, where I'm just like doing terribly and I know it's my fault. So, you know. Alright, we're finally healed back up. We can get back into this. In fact, he's bringing the fight to me. You want some? You want some of this? Alright. Alright, let's see. I think we're gonna end up looping a little bit here. So both because I think we can handle it as long as we're more careful, plus I think we're gonna end up having a hard time on the boss if we don't get more healing items to help us out. So we're really just looping just to fulfill a need that the boss is going to be like 10 times harder without. Oh, I forgot the boss was still up there. We're still going to get an item from here. Actually, I guess we have the leeching seed and the monster teeth now, but I don't think that's a good enough healing setup to be too confident about our chances in the final boss fight with just that. The fire shield. Yeah, we fell back on to right about normal pace there, which is like, it's not terrible, but we've lost pace there, so looping is going to be a little bit more difficult, but we still need to do it. So we're not going to have too much luck without better healing. Even if it's just a matter of like finding the foreign fruits eventually and just grabbing it. We were lucky enough on this level to, for once, find the teleporter very quickly. In fact, we got these bosses here in a very good spot for us, especially since we used the broken mirror to get a double of ourselves. So that's been going very smoothly. Let's get out of there. I think the guardian heart there, it's not technically a healing item, but like an armor item. It's still gonna help our chances in the final boss a lot, so that's good to help out where we're lacking here. Ooh. Okay, don't get too overexcited here. You're not out of the clear yet. Or rather, in the clear. Sometimes I get my phrases mixed up. I think there I tried to combine like out of the woods and in the clear. Ended up out of the clear, like what the fuck does that even mean? Yeah, this is the situation we're in right now. This is why we need more healing items. We end up in these intense fights and just constantly like just hanging on by a thread, and it's not good. We'd rather not be fighting the final boss constantly hanging on by the tip of our tails, whatever. Yeah, once again, like I started saying something and then didn't think it through, and like started a phrase and I didn't think about how to end the phrase, so I just put a word in and hoped it was right. I don't even know. Tip of the tail, I have no clue. Wow. Whoa. A lot is going on there. Let's not let that golem clap us too much. Slowly deal with the stragglers here. We are definitely, because the whole idea of looping was to get better items to help us in the final boss. We are going to explore this level more than we would in the initial run, or the initial cycle rather. Alright, let's come up here. What do we got? We've only seen the most basic drones so far, which is not a good sign. There's a tier 2 chest here. What's in it? Golden gun. We already had that. I think like stacking golden gun just reduces. Basically, golden gun has an amount of money that you need to get the full effect, and anything in between it just does like the percentage of it. Stacking golden gun doesn't increase the effect; it just reduces. The amount of money you need to get the maximum effect. So effectively getting more golden guns If you already have enough money to sustain the full effect, then getting more golden guns doesn't actually help. We went for the random and did not work out for us too well. I think that Imp Shrine there, just not well placed to try to use it at all. There's a tier 2 here. Leafing Seed, doubling up on that will help, certainly. I'm probably going to say we'll loop to one more level to try to get just a little bit more of a boost in our charge towards the final boss. We got the Guardian Heart and doubled up on Leech Seed. It's pretty good. It's also probably good because we have Infusion. It's probably also good just to go through the motions, just kill a bunch of enemies and like stock up maximum health, so that maybe we don't need as much healing, so we can just like tank more damage. Alright, we'll see how the next level goes. It depends on what bosses and or blighted enemies we're going to have to face in the next level. And if that's survival, then I think we're good to go, even if we have to loop even a little bit more just to get the items we want. I think that's probably a good way to manage whether or not you loop. Just like, if you feel that there's especially a certain area in your setup that you're lacking in, that it would help to loop and try to get items to help you out more. And so I feel like I haven't been like intentionally thinking about how long I need to loop just to prepare for the final boss, but I think in this situation I've probably done a much better job of that. Looks like we're not getting overloading magma orbs, which is good. Those are usually very difficult to deal with. Let's not underestimate how much damage these guys are doing to us, especially since it made time stop. Oh god. Oh no. Oh no. Oh god. Spitter, stay away. Let's open this canister and get some health back. Oh my god. Why do I always underestimate how much damage they can do to me? Alright, just take it easy, go around and get some of these canisters. Once again, this is why I need some healing credits in my life. If I'm like running into health problems with these guys, do I have any chance against the final boss? Oh god, be careful, be careful, be careful. Okay. Yeah! The need for healing items is very bad right now. So let's get that random spike strips off. Okay. Okay, there's a tier 2 right here. What do we get? A Wicked Ring. That helps, but not in the department where we really need the help. Alright. Let's come back around this way. We may have to continue looping this until we get decent enough healing items. Because otherwise there's just not a lot we can do. Oh, seriously? I'm out of money? Okay, I gotta go back and kill some of these enemies before I can buy that. Definitely gonna come back for it though. Okay. Alright, that, tough times, like, not healing, but it'll help. We're getting decent armor items. I guess if we just stock up armor items a little bit more, maybe it'll work just the same as healing items. Shock items? I mean, it's certainly good. We're like as good as we could possibly need to be offensively, but defensively is where the problem is, and that's why we're still looping here. Can I freaking get this guy? Can you stop jumping around like an idiot? Oh, there's still a guy down here. Maybe just thinking back to my attitude on this, maybe I've learned a lesson. Don't record when you're salty. That's just been... I know it's been rough lately with this series. We've been losing a lot, and I think that's just finally getting to me. So... yeah. I don't know. Yes, it's still healing where we need the help. Maybe I just need to be generally more careful. Like maybe like this setup actually is fine for the final boss. It's just not good for these hordes of enemies because I feel like final boss, like you're much more intentional. Plus, like it's not whole groups of enemies you're having to deal with. It's just one or two big guys. So I feel like maybe it's easier to dodge all the damage against just the one guy than it is to stay alive when you're fighting whole groups of them. How did those guys get stuck up there? Like, it makes no sense. You see? Oh, I guess... is that it? Oh, actually... well, let's pick both of those up. I'm more of a fan of this for now. You see... sends a bunch of flame attacks to hit bunches of enemies. It works really well in groups. The detriment is that those flames can hurt me, and sometimes they will specifically target me, so I basically have to keep moving if I'm trying to use that object. What is that, the fourth freaking jetpack item we've gotten? Or was that a different... no, that was a different one. Alright, everything's finally dead. Yeah, we're still gonna need to loop a little bit, I think. I still don't feel prepared as far as survivability goes. Infusion. We are... our infusion is working very well. We're stocking up quite a bit of max health here. It's just a matter of getting health back when you lose it. So we're really running into trouble. I guess the reason I took this use item is just because it is very good for dealing with the large groups of enemies, which will help me through looping to get some of the healing items that we're looking for. Start using it here. This can get him down quite a bit. Where is this freaking teleporter? It was all the way over here, wasn't it? Not very good luck here. Alright, and we just let the enemies group up all together. Get a wandering vagrant, and it's an elite wandering vagrant actually. And I think this is the kind of elite that just sends off. I think basically all this elite does is it sends off more attacks. I don't know if it does anything more than just that. But this is still enough to make it like much more annoying. I think, is that also firing missiles, or is that just the Whirl elite down there? That thing, take care of those huge groups of them. Oh, did we get the double effect from the embryo? This is lasting much longer than it usually does. I think we did get that double effect. Maybe discovering that, I guess just being more careful is more of the problem that I was having. So, I think this will be a last loop. So I think this has provided us a little bit of confirmation that we can handle what's coming ahead of us. It's just a matter of being more careful than it really is a matter of needing to be able to heal better. Oh, that's a blade. That's why I was taking so much damage. Oh, that blade got like stuck on the wall there. Alright, so Vagrant will finally die. Okay. Alright. We actually got 2 items from that, one from it being an elite and the chance triggered, and one from it being, what am I going to say? One from it being a boss. So we're going to grab the meteorite just to use it one more time here. And then we're going to stick with the foreign fruits, what we've been looking for. Alright, we've got the soldier syringe. Are we going to get anything else? I think that's all. I'm going to play that one, because that one's getting expensive. Another infusion, I guess. And old Lopper. critical against low health enemies. That should help just like finish off the boss in his final stages. Okay, that was good. Gonna come around this way just to get any items because I think we're ready for the final boss. Doesn't really matter how long we take. I guess it does matter a little bit, but not nearly as much at this point. Okay. Yeah, we got good item that we needed. We grabbed the foreign fruits healing item that will definitely help us. I don't remember if there was an item up top here, but I think once we got that foreign fruits, especially we were ready. I think we realized we were still ready even before we grabbed that because we realized it really was just about being more careful. So it was, the power to do it was inside us all along. We just needed more self-control. Power is always within you. I'll grab that drone just for the sake of it. Why not? I've got extra money. Alright, and where? I guess we'll finish playing this shrine. Ooh. Okay, so this item spawns extra chests for you to buy, but because the beating and Mario item, we actually got two of them. One of them was a use item we don't like, the other was a goat hoof, which we do like. And I think there's still one more item for us to buy up down here. Plasma chain. I guess that's okay. Probably not the most useful item for damage, but you know, we're already pretty set for damage as far as beating the final boss goes. We do not have enough jump height to really go on along the outside, so we're gonna stick to the inside here. I think if I get a choice, I'm probably gonna grab the knife there. Do I already have a knife? Yeah, but knives are just a stack. Yeah, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Be more careful, dude. I gotta wait a while for the foreign fruit because the cooldown is based on whatever item you used last, not necessarily the item that you're holding now. So when I use that Captain's Brooch, it's actually set on a 135 cooldown, whereas foreign fruits is usually a 45-second cooldown, so I gotta wait a while for this to get ready again. Hopefully I can get enough money while waiting for this to be ready that I can actually go up there and purchase that roulette. Although it doesn't look like we're gonna have enough to purchase much else. I was going for the goat hoof, but the ukulele is good as well. Alright, so it doesn't look like we get too much extra money to work with, so let's just keep a move on. Just go straight for the boss door. There'll be items we can buy if when we run into the money here. That drone is trying as hard as he can, but he's just doing so little damage. I guess it's adding up over time, but it's like nothing compared to the damage that we're doing. Oh my god, I never actually activated the freaking thing. Are you kidding me? Alright, I'm a moron. now there are a bunch of blighted enemies and a boss around me. This is not good. Those who got money to go around and buy a few more last-minute items. That drone is just barely hanging on right now. The Crow are actually really good for the final boss because he's actually going to stay in the range where you get the... He's going to stay in the health range where you get the increased damage a lot longer just because of how much raw health he has. I need this foreign fruits to come back online. Yeah. That's nice. Oh, damage prevention. Nice. I would love to get away from the blights, but it's too good of an item to pass up, and it looks like we don't have much more money, surprisingly. Hopefully those two bosses will follow us and maybe we can get those guys dead and then... Alright, actually activate the teleporter this time. Oof. Alright, at least for now I need to turn damage numbers off because this is starting to get ridiculous. How much longer we gotta go? Oh, okay, the boss door is about to open. I like to, if we can, get one of the bosses killed and just try to get an extra item from him. The Imp Overlord looks like he's getting close to death, so we can finish him off really quick. Obviously without letting ourselves die would be nice. Oh, they're feeling that. I'm about to say fuck it. We did get tough times on him, so I guess worth it, maybe. Probably not. Are we ready for the final boss is the magic question. Let's turn back on damage numbers because there's not so many enemies getting hit all at once. This is going pretty slowly. Actually, not as slow as I would probably think, but certainly not fast by any means, but it is not so slow that this is going to be painful to grind through. I mean, like, we'll have to wait for the armor to wear down, but that's always kind of true. So, I think if we can get the missiles to activate quite a bit. So actually, looks like our main source of damage during these shield phases are going to be the Tesla coil shocks. Got quite a charge on him right there. And then just get, yeah, just the more missiles we get to activate, the better. He's going for that now. I need to pay attention to how much damage that's doing to see if it's actually worth it to do. Not as much as I'd like, so I'll probably like skip that in favor of just getting a bunch of smaller attacks and hoping that the missiles activate. Or like zeroing in on it and getting all of those at once. Okay, so maybe this is going pretty slow. But we do have the healing item, so we don't have to worry about that. Whew. Just once, I want to have boss fight not have to grind out like this. Oh yeah, God, I looked at the specific damage numbers and the Glaze and Seer did like jack shit. Like, am I even attacking him at that point? Yes, that's like definitely meant for groups of enemies rather than a single enemy. Absolutely. Almost done with this phase. Worm's fight should go much smoother, just because of its tendency, the fact that its attacks go through. So fuck it, I'm not gonna turn their timers off. If I freeze out, then so be it. So be it. If the game freezes up. What? I didn't realize that was a monster log you could get. What the hell? Was that on my old save file and I just never realized it was a thing? I feel like that's the first time I've ever gotten that. You learn something new every day. So we're gonna do a little bonus to that. We're actually gonna check out the monster logs and see where that is. Maybe like it'll jog my memory. I'll remember. Oh yeah, that was a thing. Or maybe we'll discover that I completely did not realize that those guys even had a monster log. I feel like Chef is better suited to handling both Providence and his blighted subversions because of the nature of his piercing attacks. So, like, he can get the smallest damage on him while attacking the blighted version enough. Although with the blighted version you can't tell whether or not you glazed him because he's already all black. That's not good. Okay, let's heal up. We're starting to get a little bit low on health there. I'd like this blighted version to go away. I'm not a fan of having to deal with this guy. For a second I thought that was the blighted version because he was all black from the glaze, so I was like... Yeah, good. Confusing things happen when one of your attacks involves turning things black when you're already half the time have to deal with enemies being all black. Yeah, I think getting him into the center of this like spread attack isn't so much good for the damage as it is for just like more chances that we'll get the missiles to activate, which I think are probably our strongest source of damage right now. Okay, note to self: silence your phone next time you try to record one of these. I'm sure my microphone is picking up these Android message tones, so I need to silence that next time. Alright, yeah, I feel like we're getting through this fine. I think it's just a matter of grinding it out and just being careful not to get caught double teamed. I think we're doing fine. Did we actually kill the blighted version? Yeah, we did. Alright, now we just gotta finish him. Oh wait, no. They were just like on top of each other for a moment there. Now we've actually gotten rid of the blighted province. We're getting quite a bit of damage on him. Alright. We had to grind out that final boss a little bit more than I had hoped, but we did it. We're going to finish before the hour mark. And like I promised, we are going to take a look at that monster log, because I don't... Yeah, for some reason I don't ever remember getting a monster log in my previous save file for the Gilded Worms. So, we'll see. Maybe... I don't know. We'll see if it rings a bell. But anyway, that was beating it with Chef. We've now beat it 4 times, 3 times without artifacts. And so, just do one more. We gotta win one more run, then we can do a mercenary, because that's when we were supposed to actually unlock mercenary. We did unlock this item. That was from like getting the 20 cleavers out, and then we're gonna see that item later. It's a really good item, actually. Maybe not. I wouldn't call it one of the best items overall, but one of the best damage dealing items. We were gonna choose the monster log. Oh, okay. Well, never mind. It turns out that the monster log we picked up from the Gilded Worms just counts as the magma worm monster log. That's a little bit disappointing. I thought that was some really cool thing that had never happened in my old save file that we just random chance got to see. But no. Alright, well, on that note, we'll see you next time.